video was made possible by EA Game Changers. Hello guys, I'm Aveline and welcome to my channel. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. So today we're doing something super exciting. We are both building with the new patch that came out yesterday, so we're using the new terrain manipulation tools. Super excited about that. I am so excited to just delve into it a little bit more because I didn't really probably get to use them for this build. There is some terrain manipulation, as you can see right now. I did use it a fair bit, but I didn't feel like I did anything like overly special with it, so I'm super excited to dig into that again at some point. But we are also building with the new expansion pack, so Get Famous, which is coming out on Friday, so super excited to share this build with you guys, and hopefully there'll be another one up tomorrow at some point, but we'll see. I can't fully promise because like I am so tired. It's been a bit of a stressful 22 hours because we did get the early access codes yesterday, and then I had to deal with a bug or something for an hour, and then I tried to build on a 64 by 64 here in the pinnacles as well, and that didn't really work out, so I wasted some time. So yeah, I had to build a little bit quickly with this one, so it was a little bit stressful, also editing and all that, but it's all good. We got through it and the build is done and ready for you guys, as you can see. So it is built with pretty much everything. I did try to use most of the new stuff from the pack, or not like, because the last time with the Sims Camp build, I used the more expensive looking furniture, or I don't know if I would call it expensive looking, because to me it looks kind of tacky, but I used that style because there are two different styles of furniture with this pack. So there's that style, the more like tacky looking, overly done, expensive, very gold, and then there's the mid-century modern. So because I wanted this house to be a little bit more stylish, I didn't want it to be that lavish looking, I decided to go for the mid-century modern furniture, which I freaking love. It's so detailed, like I love it. I can't wait to use it more. So that is what we're doing today, or that is the furniture style that we're going for, kind of. I wanted it to look a little bit more contemporary at the same time. I didn't want this house to look too mid-century modern on the inside because it still has to look like very expensive to me. So anyways, so it is for it's for 1 to 4 Sims, which I know sounds a little bit weird, but it was built with just one Sim in mind, so keep that in mind. It is built for a young guy who just broke through, or not just broke through. He's been in the acting career for quite a while. He had his breakthrough a while ago. He has several awards and he's been in so many blockbuster movies. In his entrance, he's got like posters on the wall, so he's kind of braggy about it too, like he's a little bit self-absorbed. He also loves to throw parties, so I feel like maybe he doesn't like to be alone, kind of. Maybe in reality he's just this guy who was an actor when he was a kid. Okay, I had the background story already fixed before I started this voiceover, but we're just changing it up a little bit during. It's completely fine. So maybe he was a child actor and he was very successful. He was kind of like this wonder kid, like everyone knew that he was gonna make it big once he got older, like he was gonna become this serious actor or something like that. But because, you know, some people may not feel like they can trust other people once they're successful, like you don't fully know why people want to befriend you, for example. So maybe he doesn't fully think that he can trust, you know, other people, and he doesn't really let anyone in fully, but he also doesn't want to be alone, so he just throws a lot of parties, and at the same time he's also a little bit self-absorbed, so he likes to show off his wealth as well. I do feel like because the Pinnacles especially is so Hollywood Hills inspired, there must be some kind of drama going on under the surface, so maybe this is the kind of drama that's going on, like people backstabbing each other all the time. This turned very dark all of a sudden. I basically just wanted this guy to be extremely self-absorbed and just be like into party and showing off his wealth, but he's got another side to him now as well, so I think maybe that's a good thing. So basically for the house, I wanted to make sure that you could see as much of the city from the house as possible. Like, okay, you don't get to see it a lot while I'm filming, but if you saw at the start with the clip of the build, like after the presented by EA Game Changers or whatever I said, you can see the background. There was a whole big city that is basically Del Sol Valley, like the city, and I love that you can see that so well from up here. I'm guessing that's also why there's no fence like on the back side of the lot, so you can basically just sit there and look out over the city. So I wanted to make sure that there's lots of like sitting places and also the hot tub that you could see the view of the city from the terrace basically. So I had that in mind a lot while furnishing the backyard here, or backyard. It's not really a yard. He doesn't really do gardening work, this guy. There's not a lot of like plants around, to be honest. This is very unlike me, to be honest. So I don't know if you've watched my other builds, I love to just overdo the landscaping like crazy, but there's not a whole lot of that going on this build, so not a whole lot of trees either actually. Like there's barely any plants around except like potted plants like in the house because I can't control myself. I need plants. I also really wanted to make the pool an infinity pool, so basically have windows on the side so it kind of looks like you're swimming into the air or something like that. I don't fully know why they do that, to be honest. They look cool, however, but I couldn't do that because I put the pool in the foundation, so unfortunately you can't put windows. They don't work, at least. They don't look like windows. It just look like you've put like a window on a wall, but there's no hole. You know what I mean? Like the glass is just against the wall, kind of. Hopefully that makes sense. So I couldn't do an infinity pool this time around, but hopefully I will be able to do that at some point. And in case they don't actually want to swim, they can also sit in the hot tub that is over in the corner of the backyard. So they can sit over there and chill and just look at the view, take in the view, and yeah, just relax over there in the hot tub. I actually forgot to explain what I meant with 1 to 4 Sims. It's because there are 2 bedrooms, both have a double bed, but I think the other room was mainly made for either a guest room in mind or a butler. So maybe he's got a butler, maybe this butler has been in his family for ages and is his only real friend. Maybe the guy who lives here is actually Batman, I don't know. But there's a second room, so you can either use that for, again, if you do want a family to live in here or a pair of friends or something like that, you can use it for that, or you can use it for the butler, or just like a guest house if you got a mod that, you know, works like that. I don't, so I don't fully know if there is one. But if you do, if you can get a mod where you can invite friends over and they can sleep at your house, you can basically use the guest room for that if you want to. So yes. So gotta be honest with you guys, I had no idea what to do for the front of this house. Like I was just so focused on the back that for a long time I actually forgot to do the front of the house. Like I had everything put down with the furniture and everything, painting done on the back of the build. And then I turned the camera around and was like, wait, I gotta, dang it. So yeah, I didn't fully know what to do about the front of the house, but I didn't want it to look like, I didn't want it to be too intricate, detailed, all that stuff. I just wanted it to sort of have like a simple facade and then, you know, all the good stuff going on at the back of the build, because that's kind of where people hang out, you know, that's where the view is. So yeah, I kept the front of the build very simple, not a lot going on. I do add some fencing later, or actually didn't add fencing. I added some half walls with some bushes and some other bushes. So there's a little bit of, I guess those are plants, so there's a little bit of that going on, but not like trees and other bushes and flowers and stuff, because I was about to put flowers in, but then I was like, no, this basically turns the house a little bit too feminine for my taste. I don't think this guy would have a lot of flowers. He just doesn't come across like a flower guy to me. Doesn't make any sense. So I scrapped that whole idea and just kept it simple, but I did add a few trees here and there because it just looks nice on a lot, and then added the fencing as well, as you'll see in just a little bit. And of course, okay, so I said I wanted to keep it super simple. I did add a few what are those called, springs, basically. My voice is failing on me, but to be honest, I've slept like 5 hours because I wanted to get this done in time. So it's fine, everything is fine. I know a lot of the other game changers pulled all-nighters and stuff like that. I am too old to do that, so I just stayed up a little bit late and got up a little bit early, but it's all good, everything's fine. I'm just a little bit tired today, and I just thought I would point it out because I do feel like my voice is slipping away from me now and then, so if I do sound a little bit rough, that would be why, just FYI. But yeah, so after I'm done with this video, video, like completely done with it, and it's uploading and everything, I am actually gonna jump right into the game again and continue with another build because I really want something up on the channel tomorrow. But if you do have anything that you want me to do with this new pack, like if there's anything specific you want to see from me with this pack, do let me know in the comment section down below. I do realize that some of you guys have been asking already for a terrain manipulation tutorial, but like I don't personally think I'm very good with terrain manipulation tools just yet. I will need to work on it just a little bit more before I feel like I am there, so not yet. I don't think I'll be doing a terrain manipulation just, you know, within the next couple of months. But at some point, if I do get the hang of it, then definitely yes. But if you do have any other suggestions, feel free to let me know in the comment section as per usual, just, you know, right away, and I will have a look at it once I got time. I am so excited to build with this, by the way. Like, terrain manipulation just added something. I don't know if you've noticed by now, but I kept going back and just changing things with it because there are so many things you can do, and it was like every time I went back and did something with it, I figured out a new trick I could do, or not a trick, but I figured out more like how it worked and stuff. Hopefully that makes sense. Plus we also got, I don't know if they showed us that during the live stream where they first showed off like properly and explained terrain manipulation as well, but we also got some terrain paint that actually fits the terrain, so that's pretty cool. I didn't see that during that live stream, but we do have that now, so you can paint on the side if you want there to be extra rock terrain, you know, you can paint that on the side as well, so you can kind of fake it a little bit as well, which I think is pretty good. And yes, I'm just very, very excited about this. It just felt like, I don't know, it was so surreal just sitting here actually racing the terrain. I don't know how to explain it, but it's been this thing that's just been missing, so it's super, super, super great to have that now, and I can't wait to see what other people are come up with as well with it. So yes, definitely super excited to do more with that, but for now we're going into the interior. So for the interior, I was trying to go for more of a masculine feel to it, but I don't really know what masculine is when it comes to interior, so I tried. I don't know if I succeeded. As you can see right here in a second, my brain also wasn't working properly because I forgot to put in a door to the bathroom that I kind of decided to put right here next to the kitchen, so I had to go back and change that. That was great. It was late night and I just, brain wasn't working. It's fine. So because we didn't get a kitchen counter set with this pack, I went for the cool kitchen counters down here, the stuff pack cool kitchen, and on the other floor, on the upper floor, I used the perfect patio ones, I think, or are they called the backyard stuff pack? Oh, I think it's perfect patio, right? Must be the ones that come with the hot tub as well. So as you can see, like I said earlier as well, I've basically used everything in this build. I didn't want to keep it just Get Famous because the last build I did from Sims Camp was basically just Get Famous with a few pieces from Vintage Glamour stuff pack as well, because we were missing a few things, and also because I feel like personally, I think the perfect patio counters go really well with this pack, but I would still have wanted a kitchen counter set with this pack that would have went with the whole theme as well, but unfortunately, I'm sure they have their reasons for not including one. Like some people said that because, you know, you can, the kitchen counters have so many different shapes, they would count as, each shape would count as one item, and they only have a certain amount of items they can put in one pack, so that's why we didn't get any kitchen counters with this pack. I don't know if that's the case, but it may be. I'm just hoping that we'll get more kitchen counters in the near future because I really want more. Like, I keep using the same ones over and over and over, but hopefully someday there'll be another kitchen counter set. Crossing my fingers. But like I said before, I did put a bathroom right here. I also added laundry day machines, or just laundry machines, whatever you want to call them, but you can just take them out, or if you don't have laundry day, you can just put something else in there, like a closet or something else. I also decided not to use the 3-slot dinner table that we got with Get Famous because I felt like the style didn't fully fit this house. It goes better with the other furniture, or like looks really good outside or something like that, like with proper outside dining chairs. But I decided to use the one from City Living for the inside and also the one from Seasons for the outside. So like I said, I have used a fair bit of the packs that I do have installed, which hopefully is okay with you guys. I will be doing a base game and Get Famous build at some point, although I have considered maybe including Vintage Glamour stuff pack and also Bowling stuff pack, because those two packs go really freaking well with this one. It's like the more tacky stuff goes really well with the the Vintage Glamour stuff, and the Mid-Century Modern goes really well with the Bowling stuff pack, of course, because that's Mid-Century Modern as well. So I may include those two stuff packs as well. Let me know what you think about that, because personally I feel like they fit together like perfectly. So I also decided to give the guy a little Frenchie, or a French bulldog I should say. Sorry, I don't know, just a dog. I gave him some food bowls, and there's also a dog bed for a small dog in his bedroom. It is meant for a French bulldog. You can have anyone living in here, of course, but in my mind he has a French bulldog because they're so freaking adorable, and also because the dog is basically his best friend, so he's not completely alone. He has his dog and also his butler. He'll be fine. So for the living room, I decided to go for just a few red touches here and there because I saw the rock swatch and I just freaking loved it. It was so beautiful, so I decided to add just a few red touches here and there, even though for the rest of the build I mainly went for like gray and white and a little bit of blue here and there as well, and then some black, of course. But I just thought it looked really nice. Like, it had a nice red color, so I decided to go for that one. So it does stand out just a little bit, but hopefully, you know, hopefully overall it looks okay. You'll also see the guest room is very bland compared to everything else. It's very white and very light brown. It is the very last thing that I do because I almost forgot it, to be honest. Typical me to forget one of the rooms in the house. It's not the first time that's happened. I also put in some trophies in the living room as well on the bookcases from Seasons because he likes to show off his awards. So yes, I decided that those would fit in there. And this is the kitchen on the upper floor. Now I decided to put in another kitchen, which I know is a little bit weird because it's not a huge house, it's not a mansion or anything. But the dining table was on the second floor on the terrace, so I just figured play-wise it would be easier if I put in a kitchen up there as well, so they wouldn't have to like walk up and down the stairs with the food to like serve on the table out there on the terrace. So I thought play-wise it would make sense to have a second kitchen up there. Hopefully you guys get what I mean. So that's basically why. And also, I mean, you could change it and put in a bedroom there instead if you want to. So change it into a family house, or maybe, you know, you got 3 pairs of friends living in here or something like that, so there's room for either 3 couples. You could technically make room for like 6 Sims in here as well, plus a dog. Don't forget the dog. The dog is important. So down here I added the party room because honestly with this wing or this little part of the house I did not know what to do with, so I decided to, because the outside was very party, but they didn't have anything party inside. I have to say party every time, yes. So I decided to add a room for that downstairs, so there's also a separate entrance, so they don't actually have to walk through the entire house. If they do want to just walk straight into the party room, they can do that, but there's a bar down there, so he can hire a bartender. Hopefully it is also possible to hire a DJ. I don't fully know how that works in game, to be honest. I've never done that, but hopefully, crossing my fingers, it works like that. Otherwise, get one of the guests to play a DJ or to act like they're a DJ or something like that. So yeah, they can have a party down there as well. And I don't know, I feel like this is just like party central in the Pinnacles or something like that. He just wants to have friends over, or not friends, he doesn't have any friends. He just wants to have people over or Sims over all the freaking time, so they just party day in and day out except when he works. I don't actually know if he's just living off the money he's already earned or if he's still dust acting. I'll let you guys decide. So yeah, I decided to put the party room downstairs. That was his bedroom you saw just before. I added the dog bed. I know we're kind of rushing through everything. I didn't put a lot of clutter in this build, so there's not a lot of time to like talk about every separate room. I also know that I tend to go on a tangent about other stuff, but that's fine. You guys know me. So yeah, he also has his own bathroom. There isn't actually a bathroom for the other bedroom, unfortunately. They have to go downstairs or use this one, or you can also add another door to this one, but I thought it would make more sense that this bathroom was just his, but I couldn't fix the floor plan to fit another bathroom for the other bedroom, unfortunately, unless you cut off the hallway to the other kitchen. I guess you can do that if you want to, but I decided not to. So you can change the floor plan up if you want to, of course, as per usual. But anyways, guys, we are getting to the end of this video in just a second. There will be a lot of screenshots, I promise you, because I did take quite a lot yesterday. So if you do want to see those, hang around. If not, that is completely fine as well. You can't download this build off the gallery just yet, but I will upload it on Friday once the game pack or the expansion pack has been released everywhere. I will make sure that this ends up on the gallery in case you guys do want it in your game. So yes, if you want to know info and all that stuff, just read the description down below, because there will be the name and also the price and lot size and so on as per usual. And also, if you got any suggestions or anything else you want to see here on the channel, do let me know as always in the comment section down below as well. I am always up for suggestions. Let me know how excited you are for both terrain manipulation, whatever else we got in the update. I don't actually fully remember. And also let me know how excited you are for Get Famous. And other than that, I hope you enjoyed this video. Remember to like, subscribe, and all that good stuff if you did, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye bye!